You do not want someone like me getting into this upper echelon of office. Oh, I will completely go at somebody. Oh, I will so abuse my authority. It's not even funny. That's why I don't want me in office. And I wouldn't honestly want a voter that would have me, to be just forthright about it. I really don't. Some people are like, when are you going to run for office? Oh gosh, please get better judgment. No, you don't want me. But think about it. What if you get somebody like that? You get a Galadriel. They give her the one ring and she just turns around and fries the hell out of the Shire. I mean, why did Democrats don't think like they didn't think with Harry Reid and the filibuster? What do you people think you're doing? There are Republicans out there who are like, well, it's okay because they did it. That makes it constitutional because of the precedent. They did it. That's the new precedent. It means I can do it. It doesn't, but that becomes the argument. Don't act. I'm not being mean to my side. I'm being honest about human frailty. Nobody's infallible. I'm being honest about this. It has nothing to do at that point with political sides. It has to do with everything of human pettiness. They don't think about this. Not at all. It's just the dumbest thing I've ever seen. Golly, can you imagine? Oh man, I'd be wiretapping some people. Kane laughs, but he laughs because he knows. I mean, there's some things are funny because there's some truth in it. That's why he's laughing, because he knows this.
I support you winning the lottery, though. And anybody who comes after you, you're able to just bury financially.
Oh,
in
man.
The legal system.
Right.
That, for me, I think I can support.
Dude, right? I mean, I would be so irresponsible. I mean, I would donate, to like, churches and all that stuff and animal shelters and, kids and all that. I feel like Steve Martin with the Christmas list. The first thing I would do is all the children of the world. Then I would sue the living hell out of everyone that I hated, on some bunk thing.
I wouldn't get anything? You wouldn't give me anything?
No, I'm talking about like Steve Martin. I'd give Kane some to shut him up.
I'm more curious about me, though.
Kane only cares about him. You see what I mean, though? Absolute power corrupts absolutely. Kane would be right there. He would be right there. I'll file a brief. This is, it is so dangerous. Now, one of my friends, excuse me, he's an attorney. He said, don't say anything in public that would make you ineligible for the jury pool. I'm like, that's actually really smart. We need to be smart about things. We really have to be smart with stuff. Now, do not misinterpret me. Oh, please, do not misinterpret me. Being smart about stuff isn't about weakness. It's not weakness to say, be smart about it. It's not weakness to, wait for the right time. There was a film, I do not recommend it. It was actually horrible except for Tom Holland. And Robert Pattinson's actually, as a British man, did a really good Southern, like Appalachia accent. Other than that, it was a garbage movie. Riley Keough's a good actor. Other than that, it was garbage. I can't remember what it was, something evil. And it was about Tom Holland's character and his family and all the stuff that they went through. And when he was a boy, and who was it? The guy who played It was his dad in the movie. You know what I'm talking about? He was real good in it, too. He got crazy eyes, man. He's a good actor. But the story starts with Tom Holland as a boy. And he's getting picked on at school. And they're in, I want to say, they're somewhere in like Appalachia. No, I take that back. Like Southern Ohio, I think. Yeah, Skarsgård. Not Bill Skarsgård. That's his dad. Anyway. Oh, no, maybe that is him. Bill Skarsgård. Anyway. That's not important. The important thing is this. The story. Tom Holland. In the story, it starts as he's a boy, and his dad, played by Skarsgård, notices that he's getting picked on at school. He comes home with black eyes, and he's a little elementary school kid. So what's the dad do? The dad's like, look, you got to wait, and, bide your time, all this stuff. The dad's wife is a beautiful woman, and, the mom in the family, she's a beautiful woman, and when she's, like out, some of the guys make very crude and lewd comments about her, and at one point, they're in the woods, and they're hunting or something. They come across two guys going back to their vehicle, and the guys, like, in front of the dad, joke about raping his wife. And the dad, him and his son are actually having a prayer in the woods, and the dad's like, no, this is the Lord's time, and you don't do anything till later. And then later on, the dad's like, hey, son, you want to go for a ride? Come on, hop in the truck. Let's go for a ride. The son's like, yeah, Dad, let's go for a ride. Gets in. And the dad goes to these dudes' houses. He gets out and beats the living hell out of these men because they were talking about raping his wife in a very serious fashion. Beats the ever-loving snot out of these dudes in front of his son. Just about near strangles someone to death. He gets in and he's like, you got to wait for the right time. Someone's going to say, Dana's calling for violence. Shut up. I'm telling you about a movie. His dad was like, you got to wait for the right time. So when you hear me say cooler heads prevail and keep your wits about you, I say it for a reason. There are people out there who are mischievous enough. They want to get you all riled up. They want to get you saying stuff so that they can use you as a free ad. Do not let yourself get used. I know I tell people don't bend a knee, but also don't take the bait. Let them do them. You keep your eyes on the prize. So you let them do their stupid stuff, and you can have righteous indignation. That's way different. You can be angry, and you can angrily protest, and you can be righteously and angrily indignant. But remember, when it's time, and that's for elections, because that's what makes us different. And don't say that elections don't matter. People died for them to matter. People, and a lot of y'all who are listening to the show across the country or watching the simulcast, you have family that have bled. I have family that bled for that to matter. You have people in your family that died for you to not ever know anything but the peace that a republic brings. So you take advantage of that. And when it's time, you push. And you hold people, the people who are silent, the people who are hedging their bets to see if it's going to cost them too much political capital to do the right thing. Because, see, it doesn't matter what you think of Trump. That should have no bearing on what you think of the Constitution. A lot of the left out there, their view of the Constitution is dependent upon the party of the person in the White House. That's not a measure of a patriot. It's a measure of a partisan. Don't be those people.